Engaging in the P.O.C. This is amplified audible activity. The train activity, this is engineer light on the top of the building, and that's stalking with the plane activity. This is what United Airlines, Delta Airlines, Frontier Airlines, Amazon Prime Air, what the entity gang stalking with what the city of Ontario is engaging while you hear the amplified train, the peculiarized light. This is a demon that's pacing back and forth, who's amplified crashing dumpsters as a means of monitoring as well. They're driving an engineer, creating light activity, and they're doing so while the fake sun is right here at the Ontario Town Square at the, what is the, Metro 102 apartments, where Corey Watson of the Ontario Police Department, that's both that officer and that department engaging in gang stalking. And these are demons that are tracking my steps. And I'm going to show you the fake sun that's here. Ontario police are gang stalking right here on this street at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where the fake sun's over the top of my head, the fake sun that's right here. The Ontario police are gang stalking on video at approximately 6:22 p.m., where the fake sun is right here in alignment to me. Where the Ontario Police Department are gang stalking in air, gang stalking through the amplification of train activity, which is also amplification. It's impossible to hear. The entity is sounding train activity throughout the city of Ontario because there's a train, so the demons surround you with ongoing train activity. This is a pattern where you're recognizing targeting, and this is also the clear evidence of targeting that is here where the Ontario police are gang stalking on this street, where the people of the state are gang stalking by residents, and Securitas is gang stalking this morning with the Ontario Police Department, because that's how much they want to be next to me, want to speak to me, want to encounter me while they are hostile and showing that hostility by arriving and waking me up at the Ontario Town Square, which is a threat to your life, a threat to your well-being, a threat to your safety, and your engaging in psychological torture. This is monitoring with a child. License plate 9EUA892, and this is under the fake sun. So those are demons that are monitoring my vagina and having minor children engaging in gang stalking, using children to engage in criminal conduct, contributing to the delinquency of minors. This is where the Ontario City Hall is. I'm documenting at 10 o'clock in the morning, the Ontario City Hall. The fake sun is over my head while I'm looking at the headquarters where Paul Leon is going to be removed from the position that he's sitting in as a stalking mayor, doing so with the entity that is maintaining. It is currently, I want to be clear, 6:37 a.m. This is indeed the Metro 102 apartments. I've documented the fake sun over me in the middle of the afternoon at this same exact apartment complex. Documented the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department gang stalking me right here at the Metro 102 apartments at around 9 o'clock in the morning, where the entity has the fake sun over me at this venue. Documenting as the 2025, the entity keeping the fake sun in the evening, like I documented at 6:22, where at the Ovid Family Community Library, this fake sun is present at this same location where they're monitoring my vagina inside of the bathroom of the Ovid Family Community Library, where the people of the state are gang stalking with minor children, contributing to their delinquency, where the entity is engaging in the pattern of conduct, gang stalking at 10 o'clock in the morning, where this fake sun is over me right here on C Street, over me, hovering over the parking garage and engineer light fields where the people of the state are parking their cars, gang stalking as a way of life, psychopaths who are demon possessed, and you're aware of their condition and their criminal conduct that is built into civilization here in California. That is gang stalking. The entity has the fake sun over the Ovid Family Community Library. The entity is maintaining the fake sun in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's what I'm documenting. And August this year, August 5th, I go to Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm documenting the Nevada State Police gang stalking me as I'm driving into Nevada at 5 o'clock in the evening. The entity is keeping the fake sun at the Ovid Family Community Library. This is where Securitas is gang stalking under a fake sun that's still here after 6 p.m. and they're engaged in criminal summoning, knowing exactly who I am and where I'm sleeping. Gang stalking with the Ontario Police Department is the criminal act that's going to put this gang stalker that works with Securitas in federal prison. Understand, it's not my ability to document and break down and create policy and show you what the entity is doing. This is, again, to someone else and also to myself. I've been subject to kidnapping by the entity that engages in criminal summoning. So my documentation is not meaning that you're not going to federal prison. You're going to federal prison for violating the rules as the entity is engaging in it. And the Securitas employee, he's going to federal prison. This is the second time he engaged in criminal summoning, doing so with the kidnappers of the Ontario Police when they're all in this illusion. And I'm documenting this illusion because this is relevant to diagnosis and criminal conviction of the entity that is gang stalking. Metro 102 is a gang stalking community, just like Woodside Senior Apartments, just like Alvarado Gardens. All right, and the entity's keeping the fake sun while I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Document 7:49 a.m. The entity's keeping the fake sun right here. This is what I'm documenting. The entity that is hovering in commercial planes over the Ontario Town Square, the hovering over this same venue where the fake sun doesn't go anywhere. Where is it? At 6 in the evening here. So this is where on Paul Leon is gang stalking. The Ontario City Hall is right here, and the fake sun is jumping to be here in the evening, 11 hours later. Okay, 10, 11 hours later. That's the pattern of conduct. And you're looking at people walking their dog, driving down the street, wearing badges on their vehicle representing the U.S. Army. The U.S. Army is engaged in gang stalking, in case you did not know that. License 82378S3, monitoring with the City of Ontario that's hovering in commercial planes and in smaller government planes, engaged in federal stalking on communication devices. And you know all of that information because a fake sun is remaining right here over me as I've documented the pattern of conduct. You're going to federal prison, and that's what Securitas goes out of its way to be here at 5:51 in the morning. So with regard to the malicious iteration of targeting me, which is gang stalking with Corey Watson, who's already going to federal prison. All right, this is P.O.C. It's currently 6:41 a.m. Remember, the entity is gang stalking. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. I drive through on the freeways. The entity is keeping the fake sun over me on the same day, at the same time of year. This is relevant to who's going to federal prison and the crimes that they are clearly proven to be engaging in a specific environment where surveillance is underway. And that's getting to their mental illness behind gang stalking an American citizen in the first place, and doing so in the absurdly demented ways that the people of the state are. An engineered light under a fake sun, living, engaging in the pattern of conduct, a way of life, demons. 6 BFC 979. Gang stalking immigrants are being deported. P.O.C. The entity that gang stalks with children is the one that's also violating children. Those are the ones that are having sex with children while they're engaging in the pattern of conduct with children, via children, wanting you to see children, because that's supposed to rebut what it is that I'm documenting. Those are psychopaths that are going to be prosecuted as the predators that they are, engaging in sexual violence with kids. They're also engaging in what is exposing the threat that they are while they're gang stalking with children. Okay, everything that the entity does and the way in which that it does it is relevant to the threat that they pose while they're gang stalking under all circumstances. There's no sun that's in Las Vegas, Nevada, while it's remaining over the Ontario Town Square as a matter of documentation for over 11 hours. And this is where the Ontario Police Department engaged in criminal summoning. This is where they're targeting with plane activity. This is where the people that state are gang stalking have documented this whole block. Metro 102 gang stalker, the community, and the demons that are living at the apartment complex. With the entity that is gang stalking the Ontario Fire Department, American Medical Response, the gang stalking companies like Securitas, the gang stalking companies like the airlines that are gang stalking. And I want to make sure I get this third party license 7EWT146. This is all engineer light. This is monitoring. And this is P.O.C. It is currently 6:42 a.m. P.O.C.